Thank you very much, Blaine. Good morning to you and, of course, to the viewers of the agenda. Yes, yesterday the court has had to adjourn due to one of the interpreters failing sick. But I can just tell you that yesterday the defense was cross-examining Abraham Masinya, who was at the time the warrant officer operating within the public order policing. You would remember that this case, that is the state versus William Mpembe and the others, is about the incident that took place on the 13th of August 2012. That is 3 days before the actual massacre, Blaine. On this particular day, it is alleged that William Mpembe, who was at the time the provincial police commissioner, or deputy commissioner rather, is the one who gave instructions to about 70 police to disperse about 200 mine workers who were demonstrating at the time with tear gas and stun grenades. It is alleged that these miners were heading to Kari shaft, that is K3 shaft, going to ask other mine workers to join the 12,500 wage strike, as you would remember. And along the way, they met with police officials who at the time talked them into handing over their weapons. But yesterday was the cross-examination of the video of which the court did preview last week. And on this particular video, you can see former deputy police commissioner, that is William Mpembe, the accused number one, instructing these mine workers to hand over their weapons. And on this particular video, the deceased Mambush, who was known as the man in a green blanket, someone who's resembling him, can be seen talking to the police and stating that they cannot hand over their weapons as they want the Lonmin mine management to talk to them. But up to so far, this particular video is the third exhibit, Blaine. I can just state there that only 2 exhibits has been accepted or admitted in court up to so far, and this speaks to the pictures that were taken by one of the police officials on that particular day, and of course a video showing the police dispersing the mine workers. But Mpembe is not alone in the dog, Blaine. He is with the 5 co-accused. Of course, the second accused was also a senior police official at the time, that is Salmon Fermak, who was the wing commander at the time, and the other 4 accused are junior police officials. They are accused of, the 4 of them are accused of killing one mine worker when they were chasing mine workers who allegedly had stolen R5 rifles from the police. And of course, William Mpembe is facing 4 counts of murder. He is facing 5 attempted murder counts, and of course defeating the ends of justice and contravening the Commissions Act. Of course, these details to how he allegedly falsified statements at the Falam Commission, and that is Marikana Commission of Inquiry, Blaine.
Right. So today we are expecting the cross-examination of that video camera operator, Abraham Masinya.
Yes, we are expecting for the defense to finish the cross-examination, and of course we'll hear whether Judge Tebogo does admit that video as evidence. But you would remember that the state, according to the indictment, the state is expected to call more than 100 witnesses. Yeah. And of course this speaks to witnesses including the police officials, including the other mine workers and so forth, Blaine. But I can just tell you that all the accused have pleaded not guilty to all charges facing them, and I can just tell you that this is one of the first groups to face the court since the Marikana Commission of Inquiry conclusion, of course, which recommended that the NPA looks into some of the cases and prosecute if possible.
What sort of interest, Tebogo, has this case garnered in that community?
Blaine, I can just tell you that after the Marikana Commission of Inquiry, questions have been asked as to who will answer, who will be responsible, who will be held accountable. As you would remember that in August this year marked 8 years since Marikana massacre. And of course, many miners, or even I can say that 10 mine workers had died, or even 10 people, if I can just say 10 people had died prior to the actual Marikana massacre. So questions questions are who's going to be held accountable, and of course a lot of people are in this case with wide open eyes. And you would remember that this is actually case one which Mpembe, or William Mpembe, who is the former police commissioner, is facing. There is another case which he is the first accused, and of course that particular case, expected to sit in November, speaks to the allegations that the police lied about the death of a certain mine worker, stating that he died in hospital, whereas it is alleged that he died in police custody. So as I stated earlier on, this is just few of the first to face the mighty law, and questions are what is going to happen. Is someone going to be held accountable? And of course that is the public interest, as we know that Marikana massacre was not only seen in the country but obviously even international news. We saw people wondering who's going to be held accountable for what occurred on the 13th of August and of course on the 16th of August, Blaine.
Who will be held accountable? That's the pertinent question here. Tebogo Phakedi, live for us in the Northwest. Thank you. Now the news.